What up, my magic ninjas? I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day today. It is hotter than crap today, but wanted to let you know I'm sorry that I haven't put out anything really this week too much. I have been going through a lot of emotional drama lately. If you guys all know me and have been watching the videos or anything, you know that I've talked about somebody that I have lost in the past named Bobby. Well, it was just his birthday. Just this past week, he just had his birthday come up. It's been 13 years this year since he passed away from a sudden drunk driving accident. That's why I am so against drunk driving. But I have been tossing back and forth on if I really want to put this video out or not. But I decided that I should, especially considering that I always want to keep it. I always want to keep those memories. If anything happens to my DVD, I want to have a backup of it, pretty much. And hopefully you guys can enjoy it as much as we do, and any of his family and friends, you know, that miss him as much as we do, that they'll be able to enjoy it as well. But yeah, this has been a hard past couple of days since his birthday, you know, because he was always like the light of our lives. So I hope you guys all enjoy. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell up at the top of your notifications so you guys always know when we're uploading a new video. If you want to follow us on social media, all the links are down below. And please, guys, no negativity on this one. I really can't take any negativity on this one. This is a hard enough video for me to put out. So like I said, I hope you guys all enjoy. I love you guys. You guys are my magic ninjas and you guys are awesome. I will see you after the video.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, fool. This is pitch black in here.
It is not.
I know it. I got a light on. Dinosaur. Frisbee. Be careful, if you dig any further, you'll find them dead bodies.
It's just so hot here. Good God, that's bright. You ever double click your mouse, James?
Is this a bright light?
Yeah, it's like blinding.
Wait a second. Oh, the light broke. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Bobby Hopkins.
Hey, I'm the lampshade man. Hey, what does that? Oh! Don't hit the lampshade man.
That's great.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, 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 Will Robinson. Oh my God.
Okay. Open up. What do you see glowing on my camcorder?
What?
Do you see anything glowing on my camcorder?
I see two little lights up on top. Those lights. And I see two lights down here, and the one little red light that shows that you're recording.
Okay, it's about to get brighter.
What?
It's about to get brighter. Watch. Keep watching the camera.
Oh my God. It's an alien.
Jeez. It's too bright. It's too bright for indoors. Oh, that's good. Ooh. Ooh. Coming to get you, Bobby. I'm coming for you. Ah! Oh my God. Oh, get back. Get back, you fiend. Oh. I'm hiding from the light.
It burns, doesn't it? Oh my God. Don't get me. Stay away. Stay away.
Guys, I don't know if you can see this. Oh my! Ah!
Oh man, it's bright in here.
Welcome to Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
There's people on the stairs. Is that recording? That'd be great.
This is the part of the operation where we actually push the eyeball back through the brain. It's very painful considering the patient is still awake, but the pain will only last for 57 minutes approximately. So, oh, we're running into some complications. Turn it off. Turn the camera off. Oh. Heard stuff popping. Yeah. Here we are on the streets of Paris. They're actually not too crowded right now, but pretty soon it'll be very difficult to walk around and drive especially. These are what a lot of the streets look like in Paris. They're one-way, extremely narrow streets. And you'll notice there's like all these posts alongside the sidewalk. The reason is, if they're not there, people will drive and park on the sidewalk, which puts people in a lot of danger. So, needless to say, they put those up. Anyway, our hotel is right down this street here. We'll be showing it to you a little bit later. It's a very nice hotel. It's actually a Best Western of all things, but it's called the Astra Opera. Anyways, this is what our street looks like. It's very beautiful. Oh yeah, there's tons and tons of motorcycles in Paris just because they can whip around traffic faster, and the bars don't stop them from driving on the sidewalks. Here's just one of the sidewalk cafes. It's early in the morning, so there really isn't too many people here yet. There's tons of these in Paris. The buildings are extremely beautiful, as you can tell, and just about all of them have these balconies. There's a 7-hour time difference between us and the US. So right now the sun's just coming up and it's pitch black back in the States. Okay, Bobby has just burned his tongue really bad on a French fry and I had to record it. Now here we are in another really nice French cafe, as you can see. The one really bad thing is we picked a holiday to come to Paris, so nothing is open.
Not a single thing.
Hardly anything is open. This was the only place we could find that was open. However, it's a really nice place to be. I'm ordering duck. This is duck pate. Anyway, this is it. Just wanted to show it to you. Here's just one of the churches they got here in Paris. We've got a lot of really big cathedrals around the area. Probably hear the music, it's very loud.
It hurts my ears.
It's a very loud cathedral. It's a very old and ancient smell inside this cathedral. Okay, we're done. Just give you an idea of how tiny the stop signals are here, because the cars are so small. Well, as you can see there in the background is the famous Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower. Famous Eiffel Tower. And they've got a lot of famous landmarks along the way to it, though I couldn't tell you what they are, but they are pretty cool to look at. They've got like a big huge Ferris wheel over here. We're going to try to ride that sometime today. It's really early in the morning, like 7:30 or something, so I don't know when it opens up. But anyways, some more of our sights. Okay, I just wanted to show you exactly what the hotel we're staying in looks like. No, I'm kidding, this isn't it. We wish. We just kind of rounded the corner here. Eiffel Tower's still in the background. Apparently this is like a famous tourist spot. So look, here's a little tourist running right now. Here's a fountain. Isn't that beautiful?
Fountain of Youth.
It's a little garden that we found. It's like got black tulips on it.
Roses.
Black roses. I don't know what they are. They're black though. These are flowers. Flowers from Paris. Look at them. Paris flowers. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Hey, why don't you go pick one of those, Bobby? Oh, here, I'll turn it off so it won't get caught. Me and Bobby are thinking about going swimming in here. See how long it takes us to get kicked out of the country. Here's one of them Paris ducks that we like to see so much. They're very beautiful creatures. Them Paris chickens. Oh, there it goes. Hey, Bobby, will you get away from that Paris chicken?
Sorry.
Scared it.
I was hungry.
You know, I don't know exactly what this is, but I do believe it needs a t-shirt. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the artist was implying by this. I think it's just one of them fancy French pieces of furniture. I'm not sure. This here is a plaque honoring the famous French hero Max Ernst. And they've actually made a sculpture of him right here. He was actually the ugliest Frenchman that has ever been born in this country, but he did so well in wars because his arms were so long and he could reach out and get his victims a lot faster than the other person could.
Now there's a lot of beautiful trees in this park here. A lot of tourists also. Hey James. James? Where are James?
Oh, hey! Turn that thing off!
James!
Turn it off!
I don't think that's legal. Oh. Okay, here comes the cops. Here comes the cops. Let's go.
I tracked down some more wildlife here in Paris. This is really the extent of it. They got them chickens, and they got the sidewalk eels. I'm not sure what they are exactly. Well, you just ruined it. You ruined it, Bobby. It was perfect, and you ruined it.
That's a nice big lady over there.
Yep. That's just weird, you know it. This is the entrance to the Louvre Museum, the famous museum here in Paris, France. This is how we got into the Louvre Museum. At least the ticket booth is underground. There's a lot of shops along the way, like a big, huge mall, shopping mall. This is like some type of old kind of burial casket thing.
Mummies.
We actually aren't going to have a single idea what half the things are we're going to record, but you probably won't either, so, so I don't feel so bad. Now, me and Bobby aren't sure, but we think this is one of the original 10 Commandments that God passed down to Moses.
It is.
Either that or it's some Egyptian artwork. We're really not sure. I'm sure something funny can be said here, I just don't want to say it. This is just one of the many hallways of the Louvre. It's insanely big. I can't even describe to you how big this museum is. This is just one of the like hundreds of hallways throughout this building.
Security guards over there.
This is just another section of the museum where some of the statues and other kind of artwork is. As you can tell, there's an awful lot of pornography here, so I hope you don't get too offended. Bobby, that guy could kick your butt. It's one of them Nephilim. This is something kind of interesting. It's depicting John the Baptist having his head cut off, and kind of what that might look like if it was real.
It really didn't happen, though.
No, it happened. It's just some statues. This guy here was in one of them chariot accidents back in Rome. See, his arm got tore off. I just don't understand it. Back in the Roman times, everybody just ran around naked. What was wrong with them? Now, that is just inappropriate for a dress here at the Louvre, sir. Here's a part of the museum where there's a lot of paintings and things on the ceiling. Very nice pictures. This is yet another section of all the statues and the artwork on the ceiling. It's incredible. It really does just get more and more beautiful and more detail as we go along. This hallway is definitely one of the better ones as far as artwork is concerned, and the gold that's lining it. When you look at this, it kind of looks like a painting, but what it is just tiny little stones that are colored to make the picture. You can see that. Just tiny little colored stones put together. Oh, they yelled at us for touching it, so that's why I'm not touching the painting right now. Another Roman room.
Zeus.
Pictures of Zeus everywhere. Whoa. Her husband must have really made her mad. We've now moved into the paintings section of the Louvre. We're very close to the Mona Lisa. We'll be showing you that here pretty soon. Kind of gives you an idea how big these paintings are when you see the people walking around next to them. It's kind of interesting. There's a lot of people just here painting the pictures, and they actually are doing a really good job at it.
We should paint some.
And you guys thought you had a bad day. Ouch. That's just gotta hurt, you know it.
Really bad.
Look at that. He's like, no, this isn't good. He's like, no, let's not do this today. Here's a picture of the Mona Lisa that I promised you. It's not really as impressive as I thought it would be in person. Oh no, wait. Oh, okay, no, this is not right. They've got it behind protective glass. That's why there's such a bad glare on it. But you get the idea. I think it was painted by that famous painter, Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the crowd of people all trying to see the Mona Lisa. This is another hallway just right off where the Mona Lisa was. It's just lined up and down with different paintings. That's actually the room to go into where the Mona Lisa is, right there.
Big fish scales.
Bobby thinks this thing was made with fish scales. I don't know, you guys can be the judge.
Sea bass.
Sea bass. Mutated sea bass. This is some of the crowns. Yes, everything on them is real. Very expensive. Diamonds and rubies and things. This is just a table. This is a picture of the courtyard of the Louvre where we're at. And this isn't even, I mean, this is not even the whole Louvre whatsoever. I mean, there's huge branches as long as these things that just go everywhere. This is Bobby playing with his camera. He doesn't know how to use it yet because he's stupid.
I hate you.
Actually, we're just really tired from walking, so we're sitting out here. It's actually kind of cool in this spot that we're at. I wouldn't have thought it, but it's actually pretty nice inside here, especially where the Mona Lisa is and all the expensive paintings. They have to keep it really cold and dry, so it's very refreshing compared to outside. This is just a picture of another cathedral outside the window of the Louvre. All around this place are just these ancient old buildings. Very beautiful.
This is the dirtiest window I've ever seen in my life.
This is just one of the many courtyards here at the Louvre. It's got a pyramid type shape to it. This is just some massive pot. I don't know what it is or what it's for, but it looks cool. Bobby says it's for the Olympics back in Greece. This is what you won. Second place gets this. First place is they can't fit it in the room. Oh, sorry. Well, we got kicked out of that other room. I'm not sure how much she got of that, but the guard got very, very mad at us for taking her picture. So we had to move on. I don't think she was supposed to sit down. This is like the, I don't know how to explain it, the like Napoleon section of the Louvre. Hey look, it's me and Bobby. We're on vacation. We're in Paris and you're not. Losers. This would be like one of the rooms back in the early 1700s that they would just stay in and walk around in. This is one of their eating rooms.
small dining table.
Yeah. Now here we are in the lower depths of the Louvre in the catacomb area, way down underground. And one thing that's kind of interesting about the Louvre that most people don't know, this place was built several hundred years ago, but they actually were rich enough back then to have telephones and fire alarms to warn the king and queen if there was a fire in the area. And if that was the case, if there was a fire, the king and queen could simply get on the nearest elevator and exit the building safely. Okay, our tour of the Louvre is now over. Once again, just a little bit of the outside. We were just in there. We were in there for hours and hours. It's insane. It's hot in some places in there, but cool in others. Outside, like right now, it's about 65 degrees and sunny. Very, very nice. This is what the inside of one of their taxis look like. Over here in Paris, all their taxis are Mercedes, and as you can tell, they're extremely expensive. This one ride is going to cost us $1,600. Okay, now me and Bobby have finally, after a great meal at an Iranian cafe here in Paris, have found our way to the Eiffel Tower.
That's not cool.
Yeah, and this is what it looks like just by the base of it. This really isn't the famous side that you normally see like in postcards. It's the other side of that side. And then right above it is the Eiffel Tower. We are so extremely close to it right now. And in just a few minutes, we're going to be climbing to the top of that thing. And we're going to see what the view looks like from the top. I mean, it is just straight up there. Okay, right now me and Bobby are directly underneath the Eiffel Tower. Right underneath of it. If it fell, me and Bobby would be crushed to death. That's great. There's Bobby, right there.
What's up?
He's under the Eiffel Tower too.
If it fell, I'd be dead.
Just people playing, walking around, having a good time.
Little do they know, if it fell, they'd all be crushed.
Instantly.
And die.
Instant.
Oh, yes.
Okay, here we are again.
Bonjour.
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 This is actually the second day of our sightseeing visit here in Paris, France. And we found this river to film a little bit. You're probably wondering what happened to the Eiffel Tower because we were right there yesterday. And we said we were going to go up, but we didn't. Well, it turned out the line was too big, so we decided to come back here early in the morning, and there it is right there. So what we're going to do is we still got about an hour wait till we can get up in there, but at least it won't be quite as bad as it was yesterday. Here we are again. Me and Bobby are just waiting. We've got about another half an hour to go. Bobby's playing. Hey, what are you doing? Get off the ledge, you fool. What? Bobby! 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 Hey! Well, we saved Bobby from that terrible fall into the sea there. We dried him off, so he's fine, so don't worry about that. Anyway, we found some nice artwork here along, and oh my god! Hey, look! It's their child! That's great! That's funny. You know, Bobby...
Oh, Dad!
Bobby, there is honestly something seriously wrong with you. Just let you to know that.
What? This woman's fine. It ain't so bad either.
Alright, get out of there before we get arrested. Come on. Okay, here we are on top. You can see the entire city from up here. It's a long way down. Incredible view. View of Paris, France, right there.
big one.
Now this is the actual bridge down there that me and Bobby were playing around on.
I fell.
And then this was where the statues were around this area. Over here. Incredible view. You get a great view of the city from here as well. Whoa. They have all these safety bars up so you won't jump off to your death. I'm sure that's exactly what you want to do when you get up here. Just jump off.
That's what I want to do.
Here's all the skyscrapers of Paris. That's a little bit better. And then over here, I'm going to pan over to a famous landmark. There it is. Me and Bobby are going to try to get a closer view of this later on in our trip.
Was that the big bridge?
No, it's not a bridge. I know the name of this thing, but I forgot.
One more.
You can see all the tourists by it. They're pretty fuzzy because I'm zoomed so far in, but they're all gathered around that little thing. Anyways. Like I see, these are all the little things that keep you from jumping off. This is Bobby. He's real happy to be here, so you can tell by that smile. And let me see, that's about it. There's just, like I say, great view to see things. This is the...
So I'm going to drop my camera.
Yeah. That'd be pretty fun to drop the camera and then, if it didn't break, to actually see what it would look like to fall from the Eiffel Tower. This is the forest of Paris right here. The great forest. They fought many battles to preserve the trees that we see here. Look at them all.
I just don't believe you.
They're special trees. They grow. This is where wine comes from here in Paris. Those trees just comes right off of them.
There that went.
Oh, you didn't. Did you do something?
I dropped my cap. Those people are gonna be mad.
Oh, I think you knocked somebody out.
That's great. I dropped this.
This kid's scared of the Eiffel Tower. He's scared he's gonna fall. His dad put him up there. It's great. Okay, here me and Bobby are actually standing inside of the Eiffel Tower. These are the guts of the Eiffel Tower. We're trying to figure out how to get back down because we can't seem to find the down elevator. So we're actually probably gonna have to take all these stairs
or jump
down, or we could take that ladder over there, but that might take an awful long time. So anyway, we're on these stairs.
Follow me.
That guy right there, he's a jerk right there. Yeah, there he goes. He's a jerk. He cut in front of everybody in line. Everybody hates him. They do.
Recording.
Is it on?
This is James staring at me because he doesn't think the... Okay, it says REC.
Okay, Bobby's recording now. Okay, so I just wanted to show you so many tourists, eventually you have to use the bathroom. And so what they have is a very interesting system here where you pay money to use the toilet on the street. Now the tricky thing about it is you've only got a couple of minutes to use the bathroom. So if you go in there and you sit down for a while, your time's going to expire and this little door is just going to slide open for the entire world to see. So anyway, I don't have to do that, but I'm just going to give it a little shot here. Okay.
Put in another Frank.
I think it's broken. How does it work? You can have somebody help me use it. Okay. This? Two. Okay, alright. There, it takes two.
Stupid.
Super, super. Paris, Paris. Je te le tiens, Franck. Comme ça, les autres vont souvenir.
Une pièce de deux?
Alors, on
Alright, here he comes, the man of the hour.
Oh, oops, I forgot to flush it. Okay, here we're finally at the Ferris wheel. No. Okay, here we are on the Ferris wheel going up. There's a lot of people with us, so I won't be too obnoxious while we're doing this. That's the Louvre there in the background that we were in yesterday. You see a good, gives you a good reference of the size of it from up here.
That's the very top.
Yeah. We're actually at the very top now of the Ferris wheel. As we go past this annoying little bar. Now we're going back down.
Well, that was it. Now it's time to get off.
Look at this. This is incredible. Right there. That's where we were. We walked across this park. This is that beautiful park we were taking pictures in yesterday as well.
The one that you had to pee in. Right at the top.
It's great.
Yeah, big building.
There's also...
Oh my goodness.
This is the other side. The river down there. Very beautiful. There's a nice gold dome over there. I don't know exactly what that is.
It's the Louvre.
Yeah, right. And here's the Eiffel Tower from this side. You're probably sick of seeing this by now. We just about are. Still some good sights from way up here.
It's wonderful. Yes. Pretty. Thank you, James. Thank you very much.
Here's something way in the background I just want to get a shot of. I think it's actually something slightly famous.
It's the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, we think it's the Taj Mahal, but we're not sure. We're not sure if the zoom is that good on this camcorder or not. But we've seen pictures and brochures to go visit it, but I doubt we're going to go do that. Here's a golden fountain. I'm not sure if we've captured this yet or not. But if not, I figured this would be a good time. This is one of the hundreds of fountains throughout Paris.
Millions.
Millions, yeah. They're literally just everywhere. On every street corner you'll find really fancy fountains like this.
We have 200 bedrooms. The very top.
Here's that famous landmark again that I keep forgetting the name of. But this is like an incredible shot of it. Just incredible. Right in the middle of the street there. Here's a bunch of tourists who are also riding on the Ferris wheel. You can see how happy and excited they are to be riding. Here's a girl who's wondering why I'm filming her and giving me really dirty looks. Anyway, I better turn this off because she's going to tell her grandmother. Here's something kind of interesting. Here in France, especially in Paris, the only way to move into your apartment is by using one of these hydraulic lifts because the stairways are too narrow on the inside to move your furniture in. So you can just put like a couch or a chair or whatever you need on this hydraulic lift and lift it all the way up to where your room is, where you're moving things in, because the windows are pretty big. However, to get a couch on one of those is pretty difficult, but it can be done. Okay, now here me and Bobby are going downstairs into what's called the catacombs, where there's 8 million dead people under Paris. Anyway, this is just the staircase going down. Okay, here we are going down one of the tunnels of the catacombs. As you can see, it's a very narrow passageway. Bobby's blinded by my light. But it's a very dank smell. Very wet, moldy. Anyway, we're going to be coming up to, like I said, hopefully a bunch of bones and things of 8 million dead people here in Paris.
Well, don't go slow. You recording?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Bobby says hi. This is really spooky down here. You can see how low the ceiling is. I'm actually kind of ducking over right now. I'm afraid I'm going to hit myself on it. I don't know exactly what this part of it is. It's kind of like a weird part. Bobby liked that. I had nothing to say about this section, so it's the weird part of the tour. Okay, moving right along. Well, we've been walking for an awful long time. We're not exactly sure where we're at right now. We feel like we're about a mile beneath the city of Paris, and these corridors are just twisting and turning everywhere. Like I say, it's very cool. It's a very unique experience. Okay, this is some sort of plaque here, but I don't have any idea what it says, so we'll move on.
It's the weird part.
It's the weird part of the tour.
Oh, we made it.
Oh, we found some bones right in the next room. These are part of them. Check that out. These are actual live dead people. And just on both sides too. Whoa, you can actually touch them.
He got shot.
We've got problems, don't we? They're stacked up pretty nice and neat everywhere.
Anybody home?
They're just heaps and heaps. I mean, it's insane. They're just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. It's piled all the way back to the back. They said we can't take any souvenirs, but even if we could, I don't think we'd want to.
We're seeing here is no more than, say, 200-300 years old.
I guess somebody said these bones, at least the part we're at right now, are only about 300 years old. But as we go further into the crypt, obviously the older it gets. It's like some weird well or something, we're not sure. This goes to the next section of the catacombs. You can actually just pick up the bones and touch them. They're just all piled up. Skull. Pretty freaky, pretty nasty. Here's one of the dates. This pile of bones is from June 18th, which is kind of scary because that's my birthday. June 18th of 1792. This section here. Trying something a little bit different. It's so dark through here. I turned the night vision on. I think the color's going to be distorted, but at least everything's going to show up a lot better and in more detail. Here's another part we can't get back into. I'm using my night vision again. Oh, oops. Okay, here's a pretty big area. It's nice and bright. Bobby was complaining because the ceiling dripped on him. Ceiling, as you can see, is very wet. It's dripping on everybody, actually.
Over here it's really bad.
Yeah, see the little droplets. Here's an ancient toilet that we found deep in the catacombs, because obviously, you know, putting up 8 million bodies takes a lot of time. So they actually had little stone toilets for the workers to use while they were down here. They're all throughout. They ask us not to use them, but
I have some privacy.
well, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I'll go. Bobby, quit. Show some respect. Show some respect for the dead. No, that's not good. No. Here's another corridor just wall to wall, from floor to ceiling, of nothing but thousands and thousands of bones. So just giving another example of what the floor looks like in a different part of the catacombs. It's very wet, very, very slippery. So as you can see, there's ridges in the floor so you won't slip quite as much. Me and Bobby are getting wet. The ceiling is just covering us with a slimy, disgusting water. We came across a nice big open area of the catacombs. This is the first time we've seen this. It's kind of nice to be able to stand upright for a change. Here's another huge opening in the catacombs. We're just kind of marveling at how huge the structure really is in length and in certain places in height. It's amazing to think this is all stone, and these people just carved it out with really no modern tools whatsoever. Okay, just wanted to show you, this is our hotel, the actual hotel we're staying at, the Ostra Opera. See, it's a really nice hotel. This is about what it looks like right here. We only have a couple minutes left on this tape, so we'll just show the insides of it real quick. Okay, this is what the lobby looks like at the Ostra. See, there's alcohol everywhere in this place, and actually all throughout Paris. But this is the room we had to sit in when we first got here to wait to be checked in. And over here is just the information desk that you check in at. This is what the elevator looks like. Very small, but very nice. Well, this is our room, the actual room, number 308, here at the Ostra Opera. It's like every single thing else here in Paris, extremely small. Just our two beds. Not really too much to it. About the coolest thing to this room is just this little, I wouldn't even call it a courtyard, but you can see way down into the lobby. Down there, that's where I just filmed. And you can see all the rooms around us, just in a big circle. It's a very nice, you get a nice breeze through here at night, obviously. And this is one of the most important parts to of our tour, the bathroom area. You can see it's actually, I mean, it's a nice little room, it's just really small. Here's the bathtub. It's pretty nice, it's really deep. A lot of, detail to it with the grout work. Bobby's laughing at me. Well, we've been talking for basically an hour now, and this is basically the conclusion of the Paris part of our trip. So anyway, we'll say goodbye, and me and Bobby will see you in London.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Okay, and now this is the beginning of our London vacation. Me and Bobby are outside of the world-famous Millennium Dome now. This is an extremely huge structure that cost about $1 billion to make. You can see all over the top there's these towers. And me and Bobby are going to go inside pretty soon and tour the place. That's another shot of it, all lit up and nice. Okay, here's a quick look inside the Millennium Dome. There's a whole bunch of different attractions. Like here's one, you can actually go inside a body. We've got tickets for it. We have no idea what we're going to find in there. We hope it's not too disgusting. We think we're in a blood vessel or something. However, I don't know why there's like growling and stuff inside. I don't think that actually happens.
Where's the heart?
Oh my god, there's the heart. Whoa, that's disgusting. Pretty soon, they're going to demonstrate what a heart attack looks like, and about 200 gallons of blood is going to shoot from the heart, covering all the people here at the Millennium Dome. Oh my god, here it comes. Oh my god. I think they need to put a higher rating on this. This is definitely more than PG-13. There he goes. Look at that, he's fighting him. He's fighting him. He wants that egg. Look at that. There he goes. Oh, he got it. No, that'll hurt. It's a little spaceship flying around. It's like remote controlled, no wires. It's awesome. Hey, we wish you guys were here. Yeah, right. Losers. We're in London. You're not. This is where you get your brain probe. This is the brain probe part of the tour. What a spaceship. That's the Earth. Oh my god, it's a tornado.
Help me!
Oh my god. We're in a volcano. Burning. We're burning. We're burning. Oh, I can't take much longer. I'm dying. This is a big red light that serves absolutely no purpose whatsoever. Here's another one of the rides at the Millennium Dome. It costs about $20, but for $20 they'll actually attach you to this big yellow balloon and you can float around doing somersaults and things. We're thinking about doing it. Here's something really weird we came across. We actually came on a no smiling day, and if you smile, these people actually start beating you with their signs. So they're actually quite scared of them. You can see that they're very serious about, oh wait, one's they're starting, oh wait.
Security here, guys.
Yeah, I know, there's only a couple guards. Well, as you can tell, we're standing right outside Buckingham Palace. And there's one of the world famous guards. And there's his little rifle gun. If you stick any of your appendages inside this gate, he'll shoot you. Look at him, he's very serious. Look at that look on his face. He's like, I will shoot you. So anyways.
Swinging that arm ready to grab the gun.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Buckingham Palace, like I said, right outside the gate. Huge structure. The Queen is inside there right now, doing something.
Looking at us. She's looking at us.
She's looking at us. The Queen every now and again looks out the window and waves. In her old age, can't help it. And over here is like some huge statue right outside Buckingham Palace. Gold on top.
Buckingham statue.
Just want another close look on the guard. We're going to try to get up close to a guard and try to make him laugh. We're not sure if we're going to be able to do it or not, but we're going to give it our best shot. Look, he's looking at me. Look, he's not supposed to move his eyes, and he's looking right at me.
Is he?
He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm on the camera. Look at me. I'm a star. People are looking at me. I'm so happy. There's just a few guards here and there. Like I said, there's really no way to get in here because there's like huge pointy steel things on the top of the fences. Yeah, we'll stick you right in the eye.
Stand. They're doing their version of Stomp.
Are they moving again?
Yeah, that one over there to the left is.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
He's about to do his version of Stomp.
Oh yeah. This guy's dance for us.
Stomp.
I think he's stepping on them castle roaches that run out every now and again. You know? It's crunch, crunch, crunch.
But big little bugs.
He just looks like a dirty Q-tip. Little pipe cleaner. Chimney sweep. Looks like Marge Simpson. Da-dun, 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 dun, dun. He's gonna shoot me in the head. Me and Bobby actually believe we can pick the lock and make a run for it all the way to the castle, past the guard. We're gonna wait till he gets to the other side so he won't see us, and then we'll sneak in and film the Queen. So, but I mean, we're not sure yet, but we think we can do this. Oh, they're doing something. Uh-oh. They finally are completely upset with me and Bobby fooling around and climbing up and down the fence. So they're sending out a couple guards to come and arrest us, we think. Now this is where he slaps him because he's not dressed very good. Look at that. He's mad. You bloody idiot. What do you call this? That's not a vest. It's ugly. Look at you guys. Oh, that's not good. I don't know what he's doing there. It's not good. Now if he starts picking little mites and eating them out of those furry hats, I'm just gonna leave.
Do left, 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 right, left.
That's got to be hot, you know it.
Well, they don't bathe for them too.
Okay, now here we are just off of Buckingham Palace in one of the Queen's Gardens. And right here before us is a really fine example of London flowers. As you can see, they're everywhere. London flowers are everywhere. And as you can tell, they're different than the ones that we recorded in Paris because, well, these ones are here in London. Well, we finally made our way to the gigantic Big Ben clock here in London, England. It's very, very large. Let's see what time it is. It's 2:51, just about. There's some type of cathedral on this side. And then there's another old looking building over here. Another type of cathedral, I imagine. Well, I now know the name of this. This is Westminster Abbey, and this is where the funeral for Princess Diana was. Now this here is the front view of Westminster Abbey. I took you around to the back first. But this is the famous part of it that you see like in all the postcards and pictures. Much bigger on this side. Here we are right next to Big Ben. This is the River Thames, I think. Bobby keeps calling it the River Thames. But the way everybody pronounces it, it could be either one. Hot air balloon up here. And like I say, right here is Big Ben that we just recorded. Ah, there it is. So bright outside right now. It's about 77 degrees. Nice and sunny, a nice cool wind blowing. Bobby, what happened? What's going on? Aliens! It's an alien! Bobby, the alien! It ate you! Well, as you can tell, we're actually inside an aquarium. They'll bite you. They'll bite your hand off, Bobby. They're mean. Look at him. He was coming to get you. He almost got you.
Trop marrant, c'est un clown. Là, ils sont pas les poissons au fond. Il regarde. Mais lui, regarde d'habitude, il l'enfile.
Oh, look at that one thing.
Yeah, right, it's like everything's the wrong way around, isn't it?
I'm not touching that big black one.
I almost got it. Had me a flounder dinner.
Just stay down the water.
Touched it. Smelling it. This is the petting zoo for them. You can actually reach in and touch them. They don't care. As long as you don't scare them, you'll be okay, I guess. They actually feel kind of rough on the surface a little bit on some spots, like where their spine would be. You can pet these too, but I don't really want to. And after your tour, you can pick which one you want to have for dinner. This is rough water, as you can see, so it makes him feel like they're, whoa, he looks like he's kind of seasick actually. But makes him feel more at home, I guess. Whoa, he is just gonna hurl, you know, he is not looking good. These here are getting really mad at each other. They're starting to fight. Look at them. They're sword fighting with the tentacles. Look at that. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous in there right now. If you were a human, they'd hit you with their tentacles too. These are jellyfish. They're glowing.
We're rotating, not them.
Yeah. Oh. That is so beautiful. Look at that. These are actually extremely tiny. I am just pressed up on the glass, and I'm sure I'm making everybody mad because I'm right in their way. This will give you an idea of how little they are. That's my hand. These are these tiny little jellyfish in here. Look at that.
It's just amazing. And it's so different as well, aren't they?
Yeah. I just want to jump in there and swim with them.
Do that. Look at that.
Look at that one, Mike.
These here are piranhas. They're just sitting there waiting for somebody to fall into a tank. Just waiting for a little kid to accidentally fall into the tank and attack it. Look at this kid over here. You can hear him crying. He fell into the tank and they barely saved him in time. They bit him. Okay, here we are right above the piranha tank. And pretty soon you'll see one of the little piranhas jump out and grab one of these little kids and start feeding. You can barely see the sharp pointy teeth on this piranha. They come out when they bite you, but you can see it's gotta hurt. Oh, he is ugly. Look at that. This right here is a poison arrow dart frog. You touch it, you die. It's got a poison coating on it. Oh, here's a cute little guy. Some of them little dragon things, little dragon creatures. Start breathing fire if he wasn't water. That's why they keep him in this tank here, so they won't start breathing fire. Well, here we are. We finally made it to Stonehenge. This whole thing is about 5,000 years old. This whole structure. Is it more than that?
Million.
Yeah. This is as close as we can get to Stonehenge. They have it kind of barriered it off. How do you say that word? I can't talk today. This has been a long drive up here. It's about a 2-hour drive from London. This is what the countryside looks like right around Stonehenge. See, there's roads that go right by it. So it's really not too out of the way. And you can see all the tourists that are packing the place. It's still fairly early in the morning, but this whole place just becomes extremely packed, so we're kind of happy we're actually here early in the morning to avoid all the crowds.
Here, I want to take a picture.
Here's just yet another view of Stonehenge from the other side. Nice view. The Druids at first claimed that they were responsible for Stonehenge, but come to find out they didn't come into the picture until around 1 AD, which is about 1,000 years after the completion of Stonehenge. So now they don't have any special treatment with the government on solstice whenever they come to celebrate whatever they celebrate here. So they have to come when the general public comes. And actually, me and Bobby are thinking about catching ourselves one of them little druids. They're running around all over the place. They're kind of like leprechauns over in Ireland. If you catch one, it'll actually be forced to build a replica of Stonehenge in your backyard.
Zooming in on the bird.
Here's one really incredible thing. We come all the way here to Stonehenge, and you'll see everybody is on a cell phone talking. I just don't understand that. Look, they just don't care about Stonehenge. Yeah, they're talking to their neighbors. Hey, look at me, I'm at Stonehenge, look at me. Oh, makes me sick. Hello? Hello, Mummy. Yes, I'm at Stonehenge right now. I'm so happy. It's so beautiful, Mummy. It is. Look, Stonehenge. Yeah, we're going to jump into this pretty soon. Well, here we've left Stonehenge, and we've gone all the way to a town called Bath that was made by the Romans back in the early hundreds. And this is basically where they take vacations. It's nice hot mineral water, which is polluted now, so you can't really drink it. I mean, you can, but it'll make you sick. They've actually cleansed it in some areas where you can drink it because it's supposed to have a healing effect. But this is the main pool where they would just kind of dive in and swim around. Okay, here we are at the other side of it. Well, Bobby, in all of his great brilliance, has informed me that the water is not polluted after all. It's just the minerals that are giving it that color, which is probably right. But however, they did say not to drink it raw from it because it's got amoebas in it that'll give you some weird disease. So even though it's not polluted, it'll still kill you if you drink it. It's there. Hope you're happy, Bobby. Oh, you just missed it. This bird just fell right into the water. It's embarrassed right now. Look at it. It's walking away in shame. Poor thing. Stupid bird.
It's cold.
Oh. Birds everywhere. Here we are in one of the corridors of the Roman baths. And I have to be very quiet because, like Stonehenge, everybody is talking on cell phones. This is a very technological area. So, but anyway, we'll be quiet and turn this off. This is all wavy, so I won't leave it on very long. But this is what it used to look like in here, and this is what it looks like now. It's kind of aged a little bit.
Not much water.
Yeah, the water's kind of dried up. I don't want to take a bath in that.
Nasty.
But it's kind of the area. Here we are in another section of Roman baths, the actual hot springs. It's extremely humid down here, and you can smell the minerals of the water as it comes off. You can see how much it's steaming in the area. The water continues to flow throughout these tunnels to where the different bath sites were. These here would be filled with water. You can see there's somewhat kind of stairs going down in them at different places. You could see you could just sit on these stones and relax as the mineral water came in. It is amazing how intelligent the Romans were back in that era, because obviously inside of the Roman baths would become very humid, so they actually had air conditioning vents to help combat that.
Fountain of Youth.
If you jump in here, you will reverse in age. Oh, there's my penny. Hey Bobby, jump in there and collect some of that stuff. They'll pay for the rest of our trip.
Alright.
This is the view that me and Bobby have while we're eating lunch here in Bath. This is an incredibly great and nice area. Got a nice place in the cool shade by this river. A great view of the overall city. It's about, actually a very big city. It's about got 500,000 people in it. Lots of animals in this area.
Nature.
Birds taking a bath.
In Bath.
Whatever it is, I'm done with it.
He's taking some yellow pills.
Same way that the Tower
Windsor
of London
Castle.
was built to protect London.
Closest we're gonna get to Windsor Castle right here on a bus behind trees. And I'm furious.
Yes, Windsor Castle is up.
This is Bobby. He's turned into an animal. Oh my goodness! Ah! Well, as you can tell, Bobby turned into an American werewolf in London, so we had to make our escape here to Scotland. This place is exactly like you would think it would be. There's bagpipers everywhere. This is some little castle thing. I don't know what it is. Halfway in the background is the famous Edinburgh Castle. And we're going to be visiting it here in a few hours. It's the largest castle here in Scotland. Here's a better view of Edinburgh's castle. We climbed to the top of that cathedral looking thing that you just saw, so we're a little out of breath. This is just an overview of what the area looks like a little bit. We just climbed even higher, about twice as high as we were. We didn't realize we could get up this far. These are what some of the highlands look like here in Scotland. You can see we're right next to them. Our hotel is over in this area somewhere. In fact, that may be it right there. There's great landscapes everywhere around this area. We're right on the coast, as you can see. We're surrounded by water everywhere. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's extremely cold today. I'm guessing it's at least 45 degrees, and the wind is blowing pretty heavy. This is the train we came in on. It's called the Flying Scotsman. It goes really fast and it goes all through the countryside of Scotland. Here's a different castle. I'm not exactly sure the name of it. I think it's like some prince's castle, something weird like that. We'll find out and tell you later. It's just on the opposite side on the hill here. There's literally just castles all over the place. Here we are directly outside the castle. Outside the castle walls, ready to go inside. As you can see, great battles were fought here. You can see the cannons. Bobby's laughing. My accent is changing the more I'm hearing these Scotsmen talk. Here we are on one of the walls. This is that tower we climbed all the way to the top of. If you notice, a lot of things kind of have a black tint to them on some of the really old buildings. That's actually just years and years of soot that have built up from the chimneys. Here's the side of Edinburgh we haven't showed you guys yet. And see, there's some more mountains in the background, the Highlands. Now this is kind of an interesting part of the tour. If you pay £5, you can actually shoot a cannonball at these buildings over here, blowing them up. Do you have £5, Bobby?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, let's get this thing fired up. Here we are in one of the courtyards of the castle. This is a miniature Big Ben. You can hear some guys laughing in the background because they were passing some gas earlier, really loud. That's great. Here we are in the Great Hall of the castle, where it's showing some of the weapons that they used back then to fight. Just so you know, the date of this castle is about 1500 AD. There's a giant fireplace down here. What some of the suits of armor used to look like that they'd wear to battle. Here we are inside the royal apartments of Edinburgh Castle. This is what one of your rooms may have looked like when you were staying in it back in the 1500s. This would be your fireplace. Not too shabby, huh? This is another room of the royal apartment. Two giant fireplaces, just a room apart from each other. Pretty nice ceiling too.
Those are the crown jewels.
This is something kind of neat. There's big dips throughout the castle, so when it rained, the rainwater would just travel down and outside the castle. So that way it wouldn't get too wet. Here we are. At first glance you'd think this was a cathedral, but as you pan down, you realize they've transformed it into a bookshop. This is the Highlands of Scotland.
There you can see some of the stuff on the left hand side there. Colour, we're going to stop at the top of the road here for a photo stop. So from now on we'll be stopping for photo stops. Yeah, this is the Canadian red deer. I was going about a third smaller because the grass is just taken over.
This is one of the roads we came up on to get to here.
If you watch them, they'll turn over, they'll look over to snow. You see them in the front?
See, there's still snow on the mountains up there. That's how high up we are. We're about 2.5 hours from Edinburgh, Scotland. Whoa!
Stopping and watching, yeah? They've all stopped, these ones over there as well, yeah?
Ouch, that hurts.
other side of the rivers, yeah, the loch. A lot of trout fishing and salmon fishing in here. A lot of guys go course fishing. That means they go for a course. If you go too left intact, everything just left as it was. They just abandoned it. It's the ebb tide, it's not coming in or going out. It's actually full in at the moment. It's not high tide at this time of year. So it's not full in, but it's actually slack water. It's stopped running and it's ready to turn and go back out. When it's running.
Well, as you can tell, right now we're inside of a gondola going to the top of one of these mountains up here in the highlands. Way up there where it's snowing. We've been stuck now in the gondola for about an hour and we're starting to get worried. It's scary up here. It's getting hot and we're thirsty. Well, we made it to the top of the gondola ride. This is awesome scenery. Mountains all around and a nice babbling brook nearby is really close to us. You can see we are very close to the snow, but it's actually really warm up here. There's a slight breeze that's a little bit cool, but other than that, we're perfectly warm. Here's another one of the little brooks that we've come by. Being up here in Scotland makes you feel like you're in the movie Braveheart. Woo! We're at the top of one of the mountains. It's extremely windy. Fly off of this rock. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit colder up here too. That's the station we came from way down there. Whoa! I almost lost it. Miles around. That's a loch down there. A loch is just another word for lake, but in actuality, that's they call it a loch, but it's really just a branch of the ocean. That's actually salt water right down there. But pretty soon we're going to see some real lochs. This is our little mound. Here's a view on the other side of the rock. There's a lot of signs all around saying danger. I just feel real sorry for that poor guy. He didn't listen to the sign. Whew, our eyes are watering and the wind is blowing so hard. What a magnificent view. There's little villages all around this place. Here's my lens cap. Here we are at Loch Ness Lake, and this is the boat we're going to get on to take a boat ride out there and see if we can catch us the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
Got an extremely strong north wind blowing towards us. It feels like it's about 30 degrees, and we don't have any boats on. See how the water is right behind us. Right here. Surrounded by hills. Very nice. Oh! My face feels like it's gonna fall off. Man, we have gone through some extreme temperature changes. It was like 90 degrees inside that door with no air conditioning. It's like 20 degrees out here. 20! Woo! Man, these stupid birds, Loch Ness monsters, is going to come right out of the water and eat them. Look at that. Me and Bobby are the only ones on this boat because everybody in Scotland is afraid of the Loch Ness Monster.
We dare him to come get us.
We do. We do. We are mocking the monster.
I got a fishing pole with his name on it.
I don't know how well you can see this. This shows our depth that we're at. We're at 374 feet right now. And we're just this close to the shore. And it drops that steep. It's just like a giant cliff. And we're right there, and over here is about 600 feet at the very edge. It's amazing to think that this close to the shore, the water is just like 350 feet deep, just straight down. Hey, I see the Loch Ness Monster, Bobby. I see it. Look, there. Never mind. Well, here we found some Scottish flowers here in Scotland, and you might notice they might look similar than the ones in Paris and London, but they're actually completely different because they're here in Scotland. They're Scottish flowers, and they're everywhere. Everywhere. Look, they're everywhere. And that will do it for our vacation. So me and Bobby will just say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed it. Oh, here's some locks over here. This is if boats want to travel up through the lake, they can go up these locks and get through. But anyway, like I said, we're running dangerously out of time, and we don't feel like opening another tape. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.